want to get the most out of your day here at Magic Kingdom, come with me. I'm gonna show you how. Today I'm gonna show you how to maximize your day with Lightning Lane Multipass, along with our rope dropping technique, which I think is the best method for getting the most out of your day here at Magic Kingdom. Good morning from Magic Kingdom. We got to the parking lot at around 8:15 in the morning, which is probably the latest you want to arrive to go ahead and implement this rope dropping strategy that we're going to be doing this morning. Because by the time you walk over to ticketing and transportation, use the restroom, take the monorail to Magic Kingdom, and then head over to your waiting spot for the rope to drop, it'll be very close to 9 a.m., which by the way is when the park opens. Typically the rope drop happens about 5 minutes before that. So we're not playing around today. We're trying to get to that spot by no later than 8:55. So we got to the parking lot at 8:15 this morning, which I thought was a really good time. It's now 8:46 and we're still waiting on a monorail. They're currently down. They're waiting on a maintenance man to fix this one for us to get on. So that kind of puts a damper on our plan to rope drop. So we'll see what we can get done. All right, so we ended up scanning in at around 9:15 in the morning. The monorail set us back quite a bit. So initially, our plan was to rope drop over at Adventureland. It's usually what we do. We're able to normally get 4 big rides out within an hour. That's without using Lightning Lane. My Lightning Lanes start at 10:15. Now I signed up 3 days before today, which was Sunday. Today's Wednesday. So on Sunday morning I got up to sign up and purchase Lightning Lane Multipass and pick my first 3 attractions. I did it right at 7 in the morning. And the earliest I was able to get something was a 10:25 Buzz Lightyear. So Sunday at 7 a.m., Peter Pan was already not an option. Turns out Peter Pan is closed for refurbishments. They'll open back up on August 21st. And Tiana's Bayou Adventure was already not an option for the Lightning Lane Multipass, which I'm guessing hotel guests got to it, since the resort guests get to purchase Lightning Lane Multipass 7 days before the first day of their trip. So we got what we got. We had a little bit of a delay this morning. We're still gonna make the most of it, because it's always a fun day when you're in Magic Kingdom. So our new plan is just try to get on as much as we can. We're gonna start with Tron. This morning I was able to sign up for a virtual queue for Tron. I got group 8, which is a blessing and a curse sometimes, right? Because especially in Magic Kingdom, Tron is pretty much out of the way from the rides that we normally rope drop as non-resort guests, which is an Adventureland. If you get an early Tron, you're risking losing your Tron if you go that route. But anyway, we're here. We have till 9:46 to get on Tron. It is now 9:23. We should make it there in plenty of time. One good thing about getting an early time for Tron though is the line is probably a lot shorter. And just so you know, as of 2 days ago, Lightning Lane Single Pass was no longer available for Tron or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It's 9:31. We scanned in at around 9:30. Let's see how long we have to wait on this one. It's now 9:51. So we ended up waiting about 20 minutes. Not too bad. Tron Lightcycle Run is a high-speed indoor roller coaster inspired by the Tron film franchise. Riders will board a light cycle vehicle and race through a darkened environment filled with glowing neon lights and futuristic theming, simulating the experience of entering the digital world of Tron. My family and I love this ride. It is fast, exciting, and extremely smooth. My only complaint about this ride would be that it's too short. And I think the reason they made it so short is so that the riders wouldn't be uncomfortable for a long time. I've heard that those light cycles are pretty uncomfortable. I myself can't fit in a light cycle, so I don't know for sure. When I ride Tron, I sit in the accessible seat, which is just like a regular roller coaster seat that they have available on some of these trains. So if you are a plus size person, don't shy away from this ride. It's really fun. Just got off Tron. That was such a fun ride. A couple of notes about that ride is it's one of the few rides at Disney World that if you're wearing a backpack, fanny pack, even your hat needs to go in a locker. They do provide free lockers, and it's on the way to the ride. You'll need your ticket in order to access your locker, but if you want to put away your cell phone and that's how you use your ticket, they'll give you a little card that you can use as a temporary ticket. Another note about that ride, if you're a big guy like me, or if you have pretty big calves, you're probably not going to fit in the motorbike, but there is accessible seating for those of you who don't fit on the motorbike, but it's not available in every roller coaster train. But once you get up to the point where they're gonna pick a row for you, you just tell them you need the accessible seating, and they'll make you wait for one of the trains that has like a regular roller coaster seat. It's super big, super comfortable, and you just get to enjoy the ride, which I'm super thankful because this is a really fun roller coaster. It's pretty intense. It doesn't have any inversions or anything like that, but it's pretty fast. Super smooth though, and a lot of fun. Now it is 10:04. Right now we have a 10:25 Buzz Lightyear, which means we can start scanning in at around 10:20, which is 5 minutes before our Lightning Lane time. I'm very curious to see what we can get after that. So because this is about getting as many things done as we can, I'm gonna go ahead and walk over to Barnstormer, which is pretty close to here. It's only a 5-minute wait. Hopefully it's a walk-on. And then come back over to Buzz Lightyear. Right, it's 10:09. We just got to the line here at Barnstormer. Hopefully this plan doesn't bite me in the butt. Looks more than a 5-minute wait, but let's see. It's 10:14 and we're up next. Exactly 5-minute wait, not too bad. The Barnstormer, featuring Goofy as the Great Goofini, is a junior roller coaster located in Storybook Circus. This family-friendly ride takes guests on a whimsical flight through a barnyard, with Goofy as the daring pilot. It's a fun and gentle introduction to roller coasters for all young children and scared adults. This is always the ride that I recommend for anybody to start out with who is a little bit nervous or who has a small child who hasn't ridden roller coasters yet. This is a great starting ride. Probably the best in any theme park that you're going to find here in Central Florida. It doesn't go too fast, it doesn't go too high, and it's pretty short. So even if your little one is scared or your big friend is scared, it'll be over before you know it. All right, we just got out of the Barnstormer, so that's ride number 2 already done. We only waited 5 minutes for that one, so that wasn't too bad. It is now 10:18. It's about to be time for us to get on Buzz Lightyear. And according to the map, it's gonna take us about 5 minutes to walk over there. So that's where we're going next. So as soon as I scan into Buzz Lightyear, I plan to see what else I can get. Hopefully I can get something that's close by, but if not, we'll zigzag. All right, it's 10:23. We've arrived to Buzz Lightyear. Our Lightning Lane was for 10:25, but because you can scan in 5 minutes before, we can scan in now. Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin is an interactive dark ride where guests join Buzz Lightyear in a battle against the evil Emperor Zurg. Riders use laser guns to shoot targets and accumulate points as they travel through space-themed scenes, making it fun and competitive experience for all ages. I really enjoyed this ride. I thought it was a little bit different from Toy Story Mania and Hollywood Studios, or if you're more familiar with Universal Studios like the Men in Black ride. This one gave you a little bit more control as you controlled how the cart spinned. So you control which direction you're facing almost at all times during this ride. However, I don't think my gun was working because I scored significantly lower than the rest of my family. Never mind that this was my first time and I didn't really know what I was doing. Something was definitely wrong with my gun. Anyway, if you haven't tried this ride, I definitely recommend it for everybody. All right, we just got off Buzz Lightyear. After I scanned in, I was able to get a 10:35 Dumbo, so that's where we're going. Now you might be wondering, hey, why didn't you get a better ride or something a little bit more age appropriate for yourself? Pickings are slim at this point. Unless you are going to be here all day until the park closes. There were some good rides available, but for later on in the evening. Like I said in another video, this Lightning Lane Multipass is good to accompany your day. You're not going to be able to get a Lightning Lane for every ride that you want, but it's just good for a day that you want to get as much done as you can, but you should also come early to the park. And if this is the only day that you're going to be able to visit, just plan to stay a whole day. Get the most out of your money. I forgot to mention the standby wait time for Buzz Lightyear was 20 minutes. And we ended up getting in less than 5, so that's pretty good. After a short walk, we have arrived to Dumbo. Doesn't look like there's a long wait. I believe it's only a standby wait of 5 minutes. But we're gonna use our Lightning Lane because that's what we got. All right, we scanned in at 10:41. Let's see how long we have to wait. The Dumbo ride here at Magic Kingdom kind of sets the standard for all other theme parks and this type of ride. Everyone tries to mimic this one. It's a great family ride even for infants and small children. It's fun, smooth, you can go high if you'd like, or you can stay low. There usually isn't too much of a long wait, but of course with Lightning Lane, you'll wait less. All right, just got off Dumbo. We ended up waiting 10 minutes. Standby wait time for that ride was actually 20 minutes. So that wasn't too bad. We cut the time in half. After I scanned, I went ahead and signed us up for a Mad Tea Party at 11 o'clock. And it's already 10:55, so it's time for us to scan in. All right, just scanned in. It is now 10:58. Standby wait time for this ride was only 5 minutes anyway. So we shouldn't have to wait any longer than that. The Mad Tea Party ride is another Trend City ride here at Magic Kingdom. Usually referred to as the teacups. So if you hear somebody say, hey, let's go ride the teacups, they're referring to this ride. This attraction is definitely appropriate for family members of all ages. Now, just be aware, just because you don't spin the wheel in the center, this ride will still spin on you. So if you are sensitive to that type of ride, you might want to stay away from this one. All right, just got off Mad Tea Party. There's no way that standby line was just 5 minutes. I saw a couple of groups there that probably have to wait for a few rides before they can get on. Anyway, we waited a little bit less than 5 minutes in the Lightning Lane. We have an 11:20 Small World next, and it is now 11:09. So by the time we walk over there, it'll be almost time for us to scan. All right, our Small World was actually at 11:15. So it's 11:12. We just scanned in. Let's see how long we actually have to wait. By the way, the standby wait time was 25 minutes for this ride. So while I was waiting for my ride, I went ahead and chose Pirates of the Caribbean, which was available to me, but for much later on. However, I know that there's a way that we can modify it just in case a better time comes up. And I want to walk you through that. So I picked Pirates of the Caribbean, which you see I had a 4:50. Earlier I had like a 6 o'clock, but I had already modified it down to a 4:50. And I picked modify the time. Now when you get to the modify screen, which I'll show you right here. So from this screen, no matter what time it says, click on change to this time. Even if it's later, don't worry about it. And that's because the next screen is where you get to save your selection for 5 minutes. So just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until you see the time that you want. That's the only way you will guarantee that you will get that time. Sometimes if you just hit refresh from the modify screen and then see a time and then you hit change to this time, you miss out on it. Somebody might have taken it if you're not quick enough at clicking it. This one will guarantee that you'll actually get that time saved. I just took a 5 o'clock Pirates of the Caribbean, which that's what I selected next, and turned it into a 12 o'clock Pirates of the Caribbean. Kind of interferes with our Space Mountain, but I think we can do it all together. I think we can do it all. It's 11:20, we're getting on. It was about a 10-minute wait. Not too bad. It's a Small World is Magic Kingdom's classic boat ride attraction, featuring animatronic dolls representing children from around the world. As you journey through various scenes, you'll enjoy cheerful, multilingual rendition of the iconic song, It's a Small World, After All. And you won't be able to get it out of your head for the rest of the day, trust me. Celebrating global unity and peace, this ride is known for its vibrant colors, intricate details, and uplifting message. I remember riding this ride as a little kid and being just in awe of the animatronics and all the colors and the singing. It was a really nice visual ride, especially for a small child. It's definitely appropriate for kids and family members of all ages. It's nice and relaxing. It's not too long. And it's definitely not too short. But I'd say if you're in a party with a bunch of adults and the wait time is over 20 minutes, it's definitely not worth it. It all depends on what else you have going on in your day. But I say if you do have small children, it's a nice visual ride for them to come and look at. And it might give you, the parent, some time for you to just chill out and relax while they enjoy something. So through modifying my time in the app, I got a 5 p.m. Pirates of the Caribbean down to a 12 p.m. And I got a 12:30 p.m. Little Mermaid down to an 11:40 a.m. So it's 11:38 now, that's where we're headed. After that, we have a 12 o'clock Space Mountain and then a 12:05 Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's see what else we can do. You know, with the monorail being down this morning, I thought our day was ruined, but it turned out not to be too bad. All right, it's 11:41. We just scanned in. Let's see how long we actually have to wait. I just signed up for a 9 o'clock Big Thunder Mountain. I'm gonna see if I can get that down. It's 11:48 and we are about to board. So that was a little bit less than 10 minutes, a little bit more than 5 minutes, not too bad. Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid at Magic Kingdom is a dark ride that takes you through an enchanting journey through the scenes from Disney's The Little Mermaid. You'll board a clamshell and travel through beautifully animated underwater environments and encounter beloved characters like Ariel, Sebastian, and Ursula while enjoying all their classic songs from the film. This ride is yet another very family-friendly ride here at Magic Kingdom. I feel like if you have a small child and you want to introduce them to Disney, Magic Kingdom is just a no-brainer. It has so many rides that are appropriate for just everybody. A little fun fact that's also quite personal, maybe a little bit embarrassing, but Ariel from The Little Mermaid was Amusement Park Dad's cartoon crush when he was a child. And yes, my wife knows, and no, she will not let it go. She loves to poke fun at me every time we see Ariel. Anyway, even if Ariel wasn't your childhood crush like it was for me, I definitely recommend this ride. It's pretty fun. Just got off The Little Mermaid. I'm about to head over to Space Mountain, which we have a 12 o'clock for. I'm still trying to modify the Big Thunder Mountain that I have. I think I have it down to about 6:55 p.m. I can't be here this late today. So I'm trying to get it down to like 1, maybe 1:30 the latest. We'll see. So Space Mountain is a 65-minute wait right now. I elected not to ride. I had to do some other things. I really just didn't want to ride. That ride is pretty uncomfortable for me, being a bigger guy, even though I do fit. Last time I rode it, I actually lost my camera. And before you say something, no, I was not recording on the ride. I would never record on that ride. But I was silly and left my camera inside my pocket, and it just fell out, and I was never able to recover it. They never found it. In other words, I did report it, and they never found it. I think I was a little bit salty about that still. But my oldest son got to ride it, and he loves that ride. My oldest son did get on the ride, and he said it was pretty much a walk-on. He's actually riding it right now as we speak. And so he waited around 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more than 5 minutes, and he was able to get front row. So he was happy about that. All right, here we go. Last ride of the day, Pirates of the Caribbean. We have to go all the way straight across the park. It's about a 10-minute walk. It is now 12:26. Our Lightning Lane started at 12:10. We should be fine. So it turns out that this Lightning Lane Multipass isn't too bad as long as you're gonna be here all day to take full advantage of it. You can continue to pick a rides throughout the day, even though they're not showing up in the app. Just keep trying to modify. Now, I do realize that not everybody's gonna wanna do that. It really does take a lot of time and attention and being on your phone instead of enjoying the time with your family or sometimes enjoying some of the rides. But it's all up to you. You have options. You enjoy Disney however you like to. So you might ask, is there a perfect way to just enjoy a full day at, let's say, Magic Kingdom, where you can skip all the lines, get all the best available seating for restaurants and a place to watch the fireworks? Yeah, that's called VIP tours. Those are available. I hear they're very pricey. I've never been on one, but hopefully one day I can afford one. Luckily, we are Florida residents, we are pass holders, so we get to come here all the time. It's 12:35 and we have made it. Right now, Pirates is a 35-minute standby wait time. It is now 12:36. Let's see how long we actually have to wait. I was kind of rushed on, so I didn't get to record it, but it was 12:41 when we got on. So 5-minute wait, not too bad at all for a 35-minute standby wait. Pirates of the Caribbean is a classic and popular attraction at Magic Kingdom. On this ride, guests take a boat trip through a world full of pirates. You'll see scenes with pirate ships, treasure, and seaside villages. The ride features animatronic pirates and cool special effects that make everything feel and smell real. It has a catchy theme song and a small but exciting drop, making it fun and adventurous for everyone. This ride's great storytelling and immersive experience make it a must-see at the park. So it's now 12:52, we just got off Pirates, and it looks like that's gonna be the last ride of our day. I can't get any more Lightning Lanes to be any close to this time, and we have to get home to our dogs. So in about 3 hours, we were able to ride Tron, Barnstormer, Buzz Lightyear, Dumbo, Mad Hatter Tea Party, Small World, Little Mermaid, Space Mountain, and Pirates of the Caribbean. That's 9 rides in 3 hours. Not too bad. What I really wanted to show you was how good it would be to rope drop it as well, because that way you can get Jungle Cruise out the way, Pirates of the Caribbean early, Big Thunder Mountain, and Haunted Mansion before 10 o'clock. We've done it on multiple occasions. You just have to be at the rope before 8:55 a.m. That's at the rope here for Adventureland, just in case you were wondering. I can't imagine how much more we would have been able to do if the monorail didn't break down this morning. But it's like I always say, it's always a great day when you're here at Disney World. I hope you enjoyed this video and was able to learn a thing or two about the new Lightning Lane Multipass system. I'd really appreciate it if you give us a like and a subscribe, as it helps out the channel and it helps spread all these good Disney tips to a wider audience. If you want to see Lightning Lane Multipass in action at both Epcot and Hollywood Studios, click above my head. As always, till next time, keep maximizing your fun.